Good morning. Today is Creative Energy Vinyasa Day. So we're going to have a Vinyasa inspired practice. It's going to be a little different today because I have needed to refocus on my abdominal muscles again, which were split from multiple pregnancies. And there are some things that I'm gonna not do as much as I normally would do because those things are aggravating this condition. And with that, I'm going to be giving you the option of taking a vinyasa, and that includes from a push-up from plank posture, not a push-up, from plank posture. And I'll just go through it, remembering that we would be here with knees behind or tops of feet to the mat. So that's where I'm not supposed to be. And then either one. Then we'll bend the elbows lower, hips down for cobra, or hips up for upward facing dog. But again, I'm personally refraining from doing that, but that doesn't mean you have to. So we're going to start our practice. And we'll start off in child's posture today. So when you're ready, you can lower down, spread the knees, lower the trunk. Now, we may have many things to deal with in our everyday lives, and those things are important to some degree, but they are not the center of our lives. So we have to just take a moment and remember that all the things that we have to be concerned with are kind of on the periphery, and that this is now time to come to our center. So just allowing a feeling like you're drawing away from the outer world and you're coming closer and closer towards the center of your being. Maybe deepening the breath to help you with this. Slowly inhaling, slowly exhaling. And breathing so deeply here, you might engage Ujjayi Pranayama. And when you're taking this breath, allowing so that the inhalation goes all the way up to the collarbone, and at the top of that inhale, you could pull the belly in, and then exhale, releasing. At the bottom of the exhale, you can pull the belly in. And let's initiate that breath if you haven't already. So inhaling through the nose, exhale, fog out through the mouth, fog in through the mouth, close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Maintaining this. Hearing the sound of the breath, feeling the motion of the breath, keeping the throat fairly active to create the breath. And when you're ready, rise up to table posture, hands and knees. And let's just move through something that feels right here. Maybe cat-cow motion. So if you're taking this motion and you don't want to be in the hands, you can easily go to standing on the knees, bringing hands to hips, and just doing a little bit here. And you can do it less easily, I'd say, on the knees than if you're seated. So in a seat, it can be where you can find a little bit more rounding. And just loosening up the spine, creating some motion in the shoulder blades. Remembering, why does this practice even matter? What do we do all this physical stuff for? Is it for the sake of the physical stuff? We get much more out of it than just this physical aspect. So keeping the mind focused is a very big part of it. And then when you're ready, we'll come into downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes, lifting the hips, drawing the belly up, up, up. I think we'll start our practice early today, so oftentimes we'll have, a little bit of a warm-up session, but we're going to make the sequence a warm-up session. So right from here, when you're ready, inhale the right leg up towards the sky and rotate the ankle. Maybe find some movement in the right knee. And then on the next exhalation, bring the right foot between the hands. Bring the left heel down. Feel the tightness there. So this is what happens when we don't really warm it up, right? And now let's bring the hands forward a step or two and hover the left ankle behind the right foot just for a moment. And then we'll step the left foot back. Plant the heel and rise up to Warrior A. So as we're going through this, especially when we're going through the postures in a slower sense, then, use this for movement. Explore, see what it's like. Really pay attention to the sensation. So we're in this Warrior 8. Let's bring the hands down and then step back to plank posture, where you can either take a vinyasa, as I mentioned earlier, or you can come into downward facing dog or child's posture. So again, I'm going to skip those vinyasas today. See what works for you. And then when you're ready, inhale the left leg up from a downward facing dog, exploring. Next exhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Okay, bring that right heel down, just feel what's going on there. It seems like as much as we work on these muscles, the very next day, they feel stiff again. And imagine 8 hours of sleeping. Of course, they'll be stiff again, I guess. We'll walk the hands forward a step and then hover the right foot behind the left ankle. You can spread the right toes, so we want the whole body to be very active here. And then we'll step the right foot back, plant the heel, rise up, and come into Warrior A. Remembering that the right foot isn't pointing out to the right. It's pointing almost forward. It's just about an inch off to the right. That way the hips are forward facing. About another breath. And you'll find your transition.
Okay, so let's see what we can build together. And remembering that you're going to finish the sequence, you'll be finding your own postures. But at this point, let's inhale the right leg up, and then we'll exhale right foot between the hands. We'll take a big breath in. You might even plant the heel down as you do. And then exhale, draw that left foot behind the right. Inhale, take the left foot back, and then rise up, warrior A. So all in that one inhalation. Let's take the hands behind, find opposite elbows with the hands, step the left foot up slightly so that you can let the left toes face forward and straighten the back leg. Inhale, look up, intense side stretch. Exhale, fold halfway, bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Three breaths or so, feeling the back of the right leg open. Do your best to keep the leg straight. It's okay if you're halfway up or even more and you feel that pull in the back of the right leg. And then we'll bring the hands down and find a revolving triangle posture. Now, it's early on, so you might need to elevate the left hand. So I'm going to bring a block myself to the inside of the right foot, and then we'll inhale, lift the right arm. If that's too much, you can keep right hand to the right hip. So building a sequence very differently today. See if we can retain it. As long as we're focused, it's easier to retain in our memory. Exhale, hands down, and then we'll take a transition. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot between the hands. On the next inhale, press the right heel down, and then on the exhale, hover the right foot behind the left. Inhale, step the right foot back, and then rise all the way up. Or warrior A. We'll take the hands behind, find opposite elbows with your hands once again. Step the right foot up slightly, feet face forward, both feet. As best as you can. Legs straight, inhale, lift the heart, exhale, fold. Couple more breaths. And we'll find that revolving triangle posture. So right hand comes down to the mat, maybe fingers or maybe to the block. Inhale, left arm up. Looking up past the left hand if it's okay for the neck. Tucking the left shoulder blade into the back. Exhale the left hand down, find your transition. So build a little bit more. Okay, in downward facing dog, we'll inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, press the left heel down. Exhale, hover the left foot behind the right. Inhale, warrior A, left foot behind. Take the arms up. Exhale, hands behind, find opposite elbows, step the left foot up. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, fold. Release the arms and find that revolving triangle posture. Then from here, we'll have that right hand come down and bring the left shin down to the mat and find a seat. We'll keep the right foot pretty much where it is. You might draw it in a little bit. From here, let's twist to the left. So right hand to right hand to right leg or ankle, turning to the left, keeping the spine propped up. We'll come to center and turn to the right. And you can hug this right leg. You might even draw it in a little bit. Or you can take the elbow outside the knee. But as we go through this, many times in the body is understanding what's happening. You can alter. You'll find deeper and deeper expressions of each posture. And one more breath. We'll come to center. We'll just drop this right leg, this right knee. You can bring foot in front of shin or foot underneath the left lower leg. So the right leg is going to be in front. And then we'll start to fold here. Now we're going to come out of this, but how can we come out of this creatively? We're going to go into our downward facing dog in a moment. You might take a vinyasa before that, but see what would feel right to you. Maybe you come into a boat pose first, and then you cross ankles, bring feet down, roll over to your plank posture. Or I feel like I'd like to take my hands down in front of me, come forward, and then maybe spring my feet back. So I've never done that before. I just wanted to see what would it be like, remembering that today's class is about being creative, giving ourselves freedom to explore and be open to possibilities. As we practice being here, we can see those possibilities better. Once you're in downward facing dog, inhale left leg up, exhale left foot between the hands. Inhale, press the right heel down. Exhale, draw the the ankle behind the left. Inhale the right foot back, rise up, warrior A. Exhale, hands behind, straighten the legs, step the right foot up a little bit. Intense side stretch. Look up. Exhale, hinge, and then we'll release the hands. On the inhale, lift the left arm into that revolving triangle posture. Okay, then we'll bring the left hand down and bring the right shin to the mat. Come to seated. Twisting first, opening to the right. This might be an extra long sequence today, so there's plenty for us to focus on. Inhale, come to center, and then exhale, twist left. Inhale, come to center. Left ankle now in front of right shin or underneath it. And then we'll start to lower here. Another deep breath. And you're going to find your transition. Okay, meeting in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's see how we can link the breath to what we've done and then find out what we'll build from there. Next inhalation, lift the right leg. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, press the left heel down. Exhale, hover the ankle behind the front ankle. Inhale, rise, warrior A. Exhale, hands behind. Step the left foot up. Inhale, straight legs, look up. Exhale, fold. Release the arms. Inhale, the right arm up, reverse or revolving triangle posture. Exhale, right hand comes down, left shin comes down. Come to a seat. And then on the exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring the foot down, the knee down, and then lower. Let's hold this for a couple of breaths before we go further. From here, let's inhale, rise, and then we're going to extend the left leg out to the left. Keep the right foot central and begin to fold in, keeping the spine long. So that means not rounding it. That's going to shorten it, right? It's keeping it nice and tall. Now, a little bit of a challenge perhaps. This is a strange spot to find a posture. So we're going to inhale, rise. And this is where we're going to add a posture. So without thinking about it too hard, just flowing into the next thing that makes sense for you. This is where we're going to kind of diverge a little bit from each other. So just see what makes sense. You can go to standing, you can stay in seated, you can lower all the way down. Today, my intention for the physical practice is to kind of just be all over the place and allow myself some freedom in that respect. Couple more breaths so that you can digest this physically, mentally. Now we're going to go to the second posture, and again we're going to different locations essentially. So find out what that location is for you. I feel limited now because there's certain things I'm not to do, and I don't know how I'll keep that one up. All right, I got some. There we go. So wherever you are, a few more breaths. Now you're going to add another posture. So when you're ready, go ahead and find posture 3. Another breath or so. This is where we'll take a transition and meet in a moment in downward facing dog. So once you're there, we'll inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, press right ankle down. Exhale, hover the ankle behind the front ankle. Inhale, right foot behind, rise warrior A. Exhale, hands holding elbows, step up. Straighten legs, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Drop the arms. Inhale, the left arm up, revolving triangle. Exhale, the hand down. Right shin comes down. We'll inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, drop the knee. Fold. Inhale, rise. Take the right leg out this time. Fold. Inhale, come to center and then come down to the back. I'm sorry, not to the back. Come into posture 1. Mine was on the back, but you'll come into your first posture. Okay, so posture 2. Posture 3. And transitioning. So a couple deep breaths before we continue. Now once we continue, I think I said whence we continue. When and once apparently is whence. Once we continue, we will be going through and flowing, and you're going to find how your breath matches the movement. It's going to be maybe different for each of us, especially towards the period where we diverge, and we're still practicing together, but we're expressing differently, which is the human condition. It's the condition of life. So let's take a nice breath in and out. Maybe clearing. And then when you're ready, inhaling, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, press heel. Exhale, draw foot forward. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale, extended back stretch, intense side stretch, excuse me. Looking up, exhale. Revolving triangle. Coming to seated. Marichyasana, letter D. Twisting first to the left, then to the right. Dropping the knee and folding forward. Rising, extending left leg out to the left. Folding. From here, find posture number 1. Posture number 2. Posture number 3. And then a transition. When you're ready, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, press right heel down. Exhale, hover ankle. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale, hands behind, step the right foot up a little, straight legs lift. Exhale, fold, revolving triangle. Preparing for our seated twist. Twisting first to the right, then to the left. Coming to seated, folding over ankles. Rising and extending right leg out to the right, folding. Finding posture number 1. Posture number 2. Posture number 3. Transition. Before we go forward, let's come to a table posture, meeting there. We're still going to continue the Vinyasa section. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, thread the arm through. We're just going to take a moment to give the arms some attention. And the shoulders. Couple more deep breaths. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhale, the hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread through. And we'll inhale, left arm up. Exhale, the hand down. So what we're going to do, you can rest in child's posture if you'd like. We're going to go through 2 times our Vinyasa sequence, and I will maybe just kind of call them out minimally so that we can have a period of just flowing. And then if you even feel that there's something you want to add or take away while you're flowing, feel free. All right, so let's come back into downward facing dog and begin again. Inhaling, leg up. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, press. Exhale, hover. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale, intense side stretch. Revolving triangle. Seated twists, both sides. Fold over ankles. Left leg extends out. Folding. Posture 1. Posture 2. Posture 3. Transition. Left leg forward. Press. Hover. Warrior A. Arms behind. Straight legs, inhale. Fold. Revolving triangle. Seated twists, both sides. Fold over ankles. Right leg out. Posture 1. Posture 2. Posture 3. transition. So we're going to go through once more. I won't give any cues, but what I will suggest is if there was a posture or two that you felt you were really getting a lot out of, then linger in that posture a little longer, kind of like as a resting point or a focal point before you go to the next posture. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and begin. Once you've gone through, we're going to meet in a pigeon's posture. Right knee to right hand, left leg back. Folding. We'll take at least 5 slow deep breaths here. Switch sides when you're ready. Another deep breath. And then we'll rise. So let's find our way to standing on the knees, actually just seated on the heels for a moment, sitting up nice and tall. So just taking a moment to let the body digest. Then we'll come to standing on the knees. And we're going to take arms up. And exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides as you draw them in towards the waist, but they won't get all the way there. Inhale, lift the arms. You might close the eyes as you follow the movement of the shoulder blades with your mind. And just continue moving like this. So as you're sending the elbows down, you're really helping the shoulders lower as well. You might have heard mine pop a little bit there, so you might be getting some action like that. Once more. And then just releasing and coming to seated. Sitting with ankles crossed, hands to knees, move the shoulders in circles. And then take shoulders back and down, drop the chin to the chest. Feeling back of the neck opening up. Energy in that space. If you ever notice that you're cranky, it's like your mind is actually so distracted by the tension in the body that that distraction creates a mood, and that we're unaware of that mood. And it's hard to focus on what people say. It's hard to really listen. It's hard to respond gently and carefully, because actually the subconscious mind is so concerned with that pain. And again, sometimes we don't even notice. We're going to start to turn the head around the neck. Once the chin lowers, then circle the other way. Once the chin lowers, maybe once or twice more around actually. And then once it lowers, you'll just shake it out and bring the head to center. We're going to take the right arm across the chest. I'll be in a mirror image here. Bring the left arm in front of it and hook the elbows. Draw this right arm in. Keep the mind focused on the area that you're working on. So this is more effective and efficient of a practice. And we'll take that right arm up, bend the arm, bring the opposite hand to this right elbow, and then draw the head in, pushing that arm back. You might be able to clasp opposite hands behind the back, finding a bind there. We're going to turn this into a little side bend. So you could take the arms up, bring the left hand down, take the right arm up and over. And then rise up. Cross the left arm, pull it in. Bring this left arm on top, bending it, fingers to elbow. Draw the head in, taking that arm, top arm back, center. Okay, we'll take this into a side bend. So take the arms up, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale, come to center. Now bringing hands to the knees, just tilt the head to one side. Roll that opposite shoulder that you're moving away from, drop it down. A couple deep breaths. Bring the head to center, take it the other way, rolling opposite shoulder, settling it down. Again, a couple deep breaths, and this is it. We're ready to rest in a moment. Bring the head to center. Maybe a little bit of more motion here. Seeing things have changed. Sitting up tall, bring hands together. Soaking in this practice. And then lying all the way down to rest in Shavasana. We're going to create a little tension while we're here, lying down. Go ahead and inhale, close the eyes tightly, close the fists, close the feet, like clenching the toes, everything, maybe even the jaw. And then exhale, release. Relaxing everything. 2 more times. Inhale, create tension. Exhale, let go. Final. And release. Absorbing this practice as you rest. Slowly come back by being aware of the body again. Come back by moving the hands and the feet. Maybe the head side to side. You might find length with the body. Finding your way to seated to seal this practice. And bring the hands together. We'll chant the sound of Om one time. Deep breath in. Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I wish you well.